Welcome back to the Ancestral Findings podcast. When we think about the United States today, we picture a country with over 330 million people, sprawling cities, and advanced technology that keeps us all connected. But have you ever wondered what America looked like when it was brand new? Who lived here? Where did they settle? What kind of families made up the fabric of this young nation? To answer these questions, we have to go back to the very first U.S. federal census, taken in 1790. This was more than just a head count. It was a crucial step in organizing the new government and understanding the people who called this new country home. It gives us a rare glimpse into the past, right after the Revolutionary War, when the United States was still finding its footing. Today, we're going to explore the 1790 census, how it was conducted, what it recorded, and why it remains such an important resource for family historians. If you have ancestors who lived in America at the time, this census might hold the key to discovering where they were and how they lived. Let's take a look at what this first ever national count can tell us. The 1790 U.S. federal census was the very first census taken by the United States. At the time, the nation was still in its infancy, just 7 years removed from the end of the Revolutionary War. This census, while simple by today's standards, was a major undertaking for the young government. It provided a snapshot of the population right after the country's formation, giving us a rare glimpse into the lives of early Americans. For anyone researching their family history, this census is a valuable resource. The responsibility for conducting the 1790 census fell to U.S. Marshals, who were assigned to collect information in their respective judicial districts. Congress mandated that they visit every household and post completed census forms in the two most public places in each jurisdiction, giving citizens a chance to review and verify the information before finalizing the count. The results were then sent to the President of the United States. Census Day was August 2nd, 1790, and when the numbers were tallied, the population of the United States came in just shy of 4 million people. Both President George Washington and Secretary of State Thomas Jefferson were skeptical of this number, believing the country had far more inhabitants. While modern historians generally agree the count was accurate, some allow for the possibility of an undercount due to poor transportation, human error, and the reluctance of some people to participate. What information was recorded in the 1790 census? The 1790 census collected only 7 pieces of information. The name of the head of the household, the number of free white males aged 16 and older to assess industrial and military potential, the number of free white males under 16, the total number of free white females, the number of all other free persons, regardless of race, the number of enslaved individuals in the household. At the time of the census, Thomas Jefferson, as Secretary of State, oversaw its execution. He ensured that all 13 original states were included, as well as Kentucky, Maine, Vermont, and the Southwest Territory, which later became Tennessee. Interestingly, Vermont had only just joined the Union in 1791, so while it was included in the census results, its count wasn't actually taken until after statehood. A notable finding from this census was that enslaved individuals made up nearly 18% of the total U.S. population, the highest percentage ever recorded in a federal census. Vermont, however, was officially recorded as having a small number of enslaved individuals, even though later research suggests these individuals were likely free African Americans who had been misclassified. Unfortunately, between 1790 and 1830, portions of the census records were lost for entire states, including Delaware, Georgia, New Jersey, and Virginia. Additionally, parts of the census from several other states, including New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and South Carolina, were also lost. However, researchers have been able to reconstruct missing data using alternative records, such as tax lists, land deeds, and early state censuses. One interesting quirk of the 1790 census is that, although Maine was part of Massachusetts at the time, its census results were recorded separately, almost as if it were an independent territory. Similarly, Kentucky was part of Virginia in 1790, but its data was also listed separately. However, the area that is now West Virginia was included with Virginia's totals. For genealogists, the 1790 census is a remarkable resource. It captures a moment in time when the country was just starting to take shape. Most of the families recorded had lived through the Revolutionary War, and this census shows where they settled afterward and how their households were structured. It also helps trace newly arrived immigrants who had just started their lives in the young nation. If your ancestors were in the U.S. during this period, the 1790 census can provide invaluable insights into their lives. It's a foundational record in American genealogy and one that every family historian should explore. Thank you for tuning into the Ancestral Findings podcast. Be sure to visit ancestralfindings.com to grab your free genealogy ebook. Ask for a complimentary genealogy lookup, and sign up for our weekly historical postcard giveaway. A special thanks to our Patreon supporters. Your contributions help to anchor our family tree firmly in the ground, allow our lineage to fly high, and keep our journey through history on the right path. Wishing you a fantastic day and happy searching.